know that you can figure something out, know that you can find a solution. Your thought patterns, the way you think, these directly influence your performance, right? And I'm a big believer in surrounding myself with people who have the kind of results that I want, so I can just learn from them by osmosis. The more I'm around people who have the kind of results I want in life, the more I'm going to start thinking like those people, and I'm going to start getting the same kind of results, because it's their thought patterns that allows them to get the results they want in life, which leads to their higher quality of life than mine, right? So I really do think people that are more successful than me are probably thinking about things a little better than I am, right? So believe in your ability to find a solution. You have to first believe that you can become a high performer before you actually do become a high performer. You have to believe that by watching other people go out and set the pace, do 15, 20, 25 lines in the field, or do that same number of leads, doing 15, 20, 25 leads in the field, seeing other people do this should be something that we can look at and allow belief in our own ability to kind of take root and then flourish, right? So look at what you focus on, look at how you talk to yourself. Are you putting yourself down, or are you building yourself up, right? Get your mind right. Number 3, step up. Okay, your response needs to be bigger for bigger events. All right? Look at the logical response, not the emotional one. How you feel is often not the best guide on how to react. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Like, look, guys, like the thing is like growing up as a human is funny. Your ability to control your emotions gets better and better and better as you age. All right. When I was younger, in my early 20s, and probably even my mid 20s, my ability to control my emotions wasn't great. Right. You're laughing because you identify with that, don't you? Yeah. You're like, bro, I know what you mean. Yeah. Right. And that's okay. Right. But like bringing your focus around to understanding that it is something that you struggle with, and then knowing that you need to get some tools in place to help you overcome that, right? Like, we all have things that we struggle with. Your job is identifying what your struggles are and putting tools in place to help overcome those struggles a little bit easier, right? To use myself as an example, I have ADD. I forget about shit a lot. So I have to have certain systems in place to make sure that my inability to remember things doesn't fuck my ability to run a business. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? So there's certain things that I have to do that they're tools that I use to battle ADD. I take immediate action on things, right? I have tons of reminders set in my phone, right? I write things down just in my notepad app. I set alarms on my phone for day-to-day things, and for things that are happening later in the week, I use my calendar app, but I lean on my tools. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? In this scenario, sometimes we're thrust into a situation where there's a big event, right? And that big event just requires a bigger response from you in order to get the bigger outcome that you want, right? Number 4. Adjust and adapt. So, who was on the Saturday morning org call with Ricky Malone? That shit was fire.
That was the best call.
That was the best org call we've had in a while. All right, that was a great call. I really, really liked what Ricky said. I love these catchy little phrases you find in the business. But we say no excuses, just results. Right? Ricky says, don't make excuses, make adjustments.
Good. I like that.
I thought that was fire, dude.
That is
Because
fire.
you can start making some excuse. You can start having a bad day. You know, like you're 2 hours into your day, you're on a donut. You can start making excuses, right? Oh, the store's slow. Nobody. It's the weather. Everybody's in a mood today. It's just one of those days, right? Just gonna be rough. Or you can make some adjustments. Maybe you can go into the bathroom, splash some water on your face, have a quick convo with yourself, and be like, Jake, you are not smiling. And that's why nobody wants to talk to you. You look like a bitch. Maybe look a little happier, and people will start talking to you, right? So that's an adaptation. That's an adjustment that you'll need to make to produce the better results that you want, all right? Give me just a sec. So be willing to be flexible. Things will always change. That's always going to happen, right? I want you to learn how to roll with the punches in the training program so that you can learn how to roll with the punches as an owner, okay? Be willing to be flexible in how you respond. Every day, we're building and then reinforcing habits. So build the habit of being flexible. Build the habit of adapting. Not blaming the situation, because if you blame the situation, you can't adjust to it, and you've given away all your power. Do you want to give away your power?
No.
Do you want to be a victim of situation and circumstance? I don't. Right? You know, Brian and I were just talking about this on a one-on-one. You know, it's the growth mindset. It's that we believe that we can change our situation and get more out of life. Right? Izzy, what were you going to say?